Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're continuing to tinker and experiment with and try out different ideas. I know we had a couple suggestions on the Sink the Cruiser Killer mission, starting to become quite a laundry list of different ships. More funds, right? How are these different? This one's a little bit smaller. I see. Well, one of the things I do want to do and I think I'll use the chunking to do it. Make the arithmesia. Swap out, see if that clears the... Nope, it has an issue with everything on the superstructure. There we go. Hopefully that fixes that. Add the 3-inch back. Got everything on both sides. In the interests of getting the forward barrels going a little bit better, or the rear barrel have a little bit more flexibility with it. Well, no, it's pretty restricted. I know one of our suggestions has been to switch to 14-inch guns. Taking out a battle cruiser, 14-inch guns would be better at that than in 12-inch. We are looking at decent engine efficiency. That, and there's a suggestion to try doubles instead of triples. But I'll try that out separately. So we're a bit over cost now. I know I've minimized the bulkheads on this particular mission. I know I don't always do it, but it's commonly something that I cut first. We'll drop down to 35 knots. Using, the turtleback armor. Of the triple hull for the resistance. What I was trying to achieve with this. Lots and lots of resistance. I think I'll definitely use Cordite 1 to start. Definitely want the auto reloading. Not sure we need, well, this one tends to turn into a knife fight. And why the torpedoes are actually kind of useful. We did add torpedoes, what would that look like? It's not much tonnage. Stick them on the edge there, and they don't really interfere with that. Not that the forward turret is as much of a concern. Actually, most of the torpedoes is the cost, not so much the weight. Now, a lot of the cost is in the mount. Interesting. So armor-wise, we're good to about 13 kilometers. Deck is only effective to 17, so we want 12 to, or 13 to 17, maybe 18 kilometers. That's our sweet spot. Now what do we do to reduce some of the rest of this? I think that's going to end up being, yeah, that's pretty significant engine cost. I mean, I love the turning rate, turret traverse, water pumping, ship repairs. Like, these are great things. We'll leave it there. Bring the anti-torp down to 1. Want to keep the triple bottom, the anti-flooding, and reinforced bulkheads I find pretty useful. And it's significant hull weight though. And trim it a little bit. Let's see about what would it look like with 4s instead. Okay, that's pretty close. Trim it down to 34 knots. That's really, really close. Lose 100 tons. 200 tons. And then we can just shave a little bit off the nose. And there we go. Alright, let's see how this performs. Some parts of it. What's badly placed? I have an issue with the rear too. Ah. And now that we don't have phantom turrets hanging around underneath other ones, that's too much. But I can shave a little bit of weight off. Possibly a little bit more. Nope, not enough. It'll have to be 34.5. At 39,000 tons. Now we can try it out. As usual, we get an error on this mission. Spotted to the east. Almost directly astern. Flip around real quick. Looks like they're going right to left to me. Alright, we have them on tracking. Come down to 28 knots. Although our accuracy is very poor at this point. Okay, not too poor. They are tracking the other direction. My goodness, they have a lot of turrets. 3, 6, 9, 18 barrels. And they're firing pretty frequently, so they've got to be relatively low caliber. Let's keep an eye on the range. Alright, we're closing in within 18. Let's see, 30 inches is our belt protection. 12 inches is our deck protection. Alright, slow it down and angle to get the rear turret engaged. We also want to stop closing because we're right in the middle of our immunity zone. Come on. Alright. We're turning too hard there for a little bit. Realigning. And there we go. 5% accuracy is pretty bad. They are using 12 inch. How are we on identifying? 82%. We're now within 13 kilometers. And we just identified them. They do have an accuracy bonus over ours. It's not too surprising. They have the deck advantage. They have no armor. Or, well, 24 inches worth. So we can penetrate out to 20 kilometers. And with our 30-ish inches, we want to be out at like 16 kilometers. 16 to 22-ish. Alright. So we'll angle out some. Wow, 40 knots. If they decide to run, we're never going to catch them. Oh, lucky hit. Got some flooding on the bow. Expand so we can keep an eye on what speed she's actually going. She'll control the range if she wants to. She is angled to close with us somewhat. Could be able to angle out slightly more. That's all 3 turrets there. Let's see if the next salvo includes all 3. Most concerned about the B turret, which is still engaged. And is now not engaged. We'll come left a little bit. Sitting at 12 kilometers now. We're able to penetrate everywhere except the deck from the looks of it. Our gunfire is fairly abysmal at the moment. We are able to maintain speed though. And their hits are not too great. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was one of the ones we did the 50 inches of conning tower armor in an effort to prevent damage to our accuracy. Beyond just damage. Our opponent does not have torpedoes. Their destroyers do. Oh, they still managed to take out our... That's unfortunate. All that armor on the conning tower. They managed to take it out with 12s. Well, we have a few pockmarks. Hey, conning tower damage. You poke my eye out, I'll poke yours. Oh, got the rudder too. Let me use this. Down to 36 knots. We have opened range now. Probably one of the calmest runs of this mission that I've done so far. We're just kind of plinking away at each other at range without all the accuracy bonuses that we have in something like the heavy duty mission or the there can only be one. I think those are max text missions or close enough too. Accuracy is actually now pretty comparable. And we're no longer able to penetrate the belt. What's our range? 15 kilometers? Presents a bit of a problem. We're going to be taking penetrating hits no matter where we go. I'm gonna have to do these turns manually. Or stage it a little bit. She running? That's why we can't penetrate and range increase suddenly. Well, we've got a solution for you. Ooh, rapidly up to 18 kilometers. Let's get to max speed. With damage, I don't think we can keep up. Despite her reduction of speed. She is under 1% accuracy to shoot at us. That's good news, but we're down to 3%. And we do not have a ton of ammo. Launching torpedoes at our destroyers. What speed are their destroyers? 37 knots. And ours are 34 knots. Unfortunately, I think this battlecruiser has managed to escape. Ah, bounce. Or ricochet. Another one managed to light her on fire in a spot that's not going to do any damage. Yeah, I think this one is pretty much over. We can't keep up at this point. up to 19 kilometers. 19 and a half. Yeah, I think some of that is the luck of the draw. I don't see a lot of advantage in trying the dual turrets. The rate of fire is not enough to make up for the lack of triples. Accuracy is better. It is a cheaper turret. As you saw from that last mission though, we are pretty outgunned if we're using duels, and I can't really squeeze an additional one on there. Literally, we get 3 turrets. I think I will do 1 triple. Help offset the weight. So we'll drop 2 barrels. We'll still get the advantage of duels, but we'll have at least 1 triple. What else do we change outside of that? I almost want to go full Lyddite. Lyddite 2 might not be a bad option. It's only minus 20% penetration. We're using 14s now. We can go the opposite route and use tube powder, but we sacrifice range when we do that. Ballistite has the most range that we can get, and is more likely to hit belt. Lyddite just does so much damage. Which maybe that is the option. Try to go for full Lyddite. Increase the amount of ammo. And we get 37 and a half. Looks like we might be able to eke out 38. Nope. Not even close. 37 and a half it is. I am going to leave that. It is fine at 50. I'm using Citadel 4. Citadel 4. We're taking a hit on the... Oh, it's all. The belt's a little bit more heavy. Could do Citadel 3. Sacrifice all that extra resistance. Sacrifices only a little bit of armor strength. And makes the deck more expensive. Allows us to get uniform belt extended. increase the thickness of the deck. Shrink our ship down a little bit. There we go, 8 inches of deck armor. 38 knots of speed. Alright, let's shave just a little bit off the belt extended. There we go. Let's see how that works out. Saved a little weight switching to the doubles, which had been suggested by Layman Phelps. Thank you very much. We'll see how it works out. I mean, this is kind of a compromise solution. Alright, we have spotted them. There they are. Looks like they may be using dual heavier mounts, and they are about to open fire. Sitting at 24-ish kilometers. It'll be a little bit before we can see how fast she is going, our opponent. We are now within 20 kilometers. Go ahead and start firing. Get perpendicular as we close to within 18 kilometers. Oh, did we get the ladder aiming bug? Oh, well, it's clearing up. This is just one of the rare instances where it doesn't hit 100% immediately. Now we're at 16 kilometers. Interest of time, I'm not... Oh, 73. Okay, I think we are encountering the ladder aiming bug. There we go, locked. Environmentals must be... Oh, no, they're not poor at all. It's kind of foggy out to me. Oh, there's our first hit. Turn deck extended. About to have them identified. She is using 14-inch guns. 8 barrels to our 7. And poor accuracy, similar to ours. We don't have a severe accuracy bonus like they have previously. And we managed to take out one of their destroyers early. Ooh, their destroyers are early. Effective torpedo barrage. $46.5 knots. That is absurd. Ooh, lucky hit. Well, they are using 14s. I guess it's not that lucky. Oh dear, there's a lot of flooding. What's our range? 12 kilometers? Yeah, we've closed in too much. Or rather, they have closed in. They have the speed to do it. Oh, more flooding. We don't need that. Let's get a salvo off. We don't flood first. Oh yeah, at her speed, that is unlikely to hit. More flooding. Outstanding. Sitting at 11 kilometers. Keep turning out. Got one of the engines repaired. Managing to pump down most of the flooding. I think this one might be permanent. Flooded up to the top, and that tends to make it hard to reduce that. Ah, destroyed the main tower. Excellent. I'll make up for all the damage we've taken. Angle out slightly further. He's down to 41 knots. Should be zero reason for us to own cruise speed plus 25%. About to say, like, yes, we have it set for flank, but we're not going fast enough for flank to matter. 11 kilometers. There go our torpedoes. And we take engine damage again. Plus more flooding. Angle out even further. A bit further than that. Got our engine damage repaired again. But this engine compartment looks fairly permanent. 11% accuracy to their 9.5. And they're definitely trying to close. Got a good hit there. Penetration profile looks very good. Low chance of ricochet, high chance of hitting belt, 76% chance of a penetration. And that's due to her very thin armor. Funnel fire. Hey, we got some engine damage on her. The mid-belt penetration. Let's go see where that hit. Oh, and rudder damage too. With, I think, that one. That's the one that just did the flooding and engine damage. The mirror, she's just starting to turn away. Well, can't have that. Let's come right, no more than 10 degrees. Really wish we could just enter this in manually. We'll settle for 11. Ah, more flooding. I have to switch to HE here shortly. Penetration statistics are dropping rapidly. We're losing about 28% of our firepower, which is not bad at all. They are pulling 35 knots, we're going 24. Have a decent chance of penetrating. Think we'll switch to HE though. Oh, they're continuing their turn. Meanwhile, our destroyers are going to close in for the kill. There's a ricochet. Remember to call it such this time. Having one double and one triple turret, kinda weird. Since they have different reload times, and we're seeing that with how spaced out the salvos are. How slow is she now? 28 knots? Alright, she won't get away that quickly then. Sitting at 13 kilometers. Ooh, those were a pair of good hits. That's what I love about Lyddite. As long as it penetrates, the numbers it puts up are staggering. Do a direct pursuit. There's another hit. Stern belt extended. Ineffective. Destroyed a funnel on ours. Unfortunate. Down to 24.5. We now are faster than they are. Ooh, they have a destroyer left. Ooh, our accuracy has actually improved quite a bit. Main tower hit. No significant damage. Alright, where's this guy at? Looking at 30% hit, not accounting for small target size. Oh, we launched torpedoes at them. 14% chance to hit a destroyer. That's fairly decent. Oop, not anymore. Oh, that was their chance to hit us. We're at 2%. We're actually low on ammo too. We'll let the secondaries handle them. Ooh, torpedoes. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's very bad. I think we are doomed. Yep, we're gonna flood down. Oh, if we weren't then, we're about to take another one. There are definitely multiple destroyers over there. I got complacent. I saw what the... Hey, we got them with one of ours. Oh yeah, that's right. The mission's not over with the sinking of the battlecruiser. Got complacent. I saw the one torpedo left in the launcher. I didn't think they had already launched. Silly of me. Do we want to detach them? I think the answer for that is yes. I don't want you to come to a stop. Alright, let's get a torpedo angle. There we go. Just one? You have more torpedoes than that. There you go. Send you over to the port side. You'll be a direct pursuit. Okay, we are now within range of their main guns having some percentage to hit us. With the rudder damage, we have a chance. It looks like they're going to squeeze between. If we can get a launch from the Sepal. Come on, you can do it. There we go. That was just two. Angle out a little bit further. That get the rest of them? Nope, that's it. Okay. See if we can get a crossfire of torpedoes, since these will be reloaded here shortly. Unless we don't survive. Although I think the 14-inch Lyddite worked out well. There's the torpedo launch. There's our direct pursuer. Well, there's a miss. We are getting some hits since we're down to 10% structure on this. What are these 5 inches looking like? Not a huge chance. Try a little AP. This one's fairly close. Yeah, we're peppering them down, whittling them down bit by bit. There goes their torpedo launch. I'll maneuver here shortly. Ooh, that was much closer than I thought. Multiple launchers, I assume. And there's the torpedo launch on this one. Switch back to D3. Pop smoke. No ammo for the primaries anymore. Ammo detonation, nice. There we go. There's no avoiding that. They're down to 2%. Successfully finished with destroyers. There's a first. Mission complete. And with that, this was another long episode. But I appreciate the comments. It's making for some interesting trials. RNG is certainly playing havoc. The randomness of what we fight really makes it hard to get a solid experiment. And that's true even if we were to go to the custom battles. But with that, I will leave you to it. Thank you for staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.